The rescue mission to bring back Australians isolated on the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan has been slammed by those on board. Passengers are now facing another 2 weeks in quarantine in Darwin, and they say they've had enough.
They've waited patiently in shoebox cabins for 2 weeks.
Absolutely furious, to be quite honest.
But now Aussies on the Diamond Princess are just fed up.
I just want to be home with my family, with my kids. My dad needs me.
A Qantas rescue mission to bring more than 200 of them home is ready to go either tomorrow night or first thing Thursday morning. But the prospect of another 14 days quarantine in Darwin is hard to cop.
It was just heartbreaking.
Perhaps something could have been done earlier so that we had minimized the amount of time that we've spent in quarantine.
The Diamond Princess has become a polluted petri dish of coronavirus. 450 people have the disease, 24 of them Australians, and hundreds more are feared to be carrying it too.
We've had an opportunity to get out on the deck, but we haven't taken that often, just as a precaution.
Our government did not want to launch this mission, but it's now obvious onboard quarantine has been compromised and the virus is tearing through the ship.
We understand how terribly frustrating it must be for them, but we're doing this because of the best medical advice.
Australian medical teams will test every citizen before they can get onto the plane. Families, including the De Silvas, who've tested positive and are in Japanese hospitals, will have to stay there. But given the extent of the spread on board, it's almost certain this flight will carry coronavirus home.
I'm sure they'll make us wear at least masks while on the plane, but people take them off to talk or to eat.
Qantas flight attendants will not come into contact with passengers, food will already be on the seats and staff will sit upstairs. All of this has happened because of one man from the coronavirus capital, Wuhan, who had the disease on board. He unknowingly spread it, even though he was only on the ship for 5 days. It then just took off. While another fortnight of quarantine might sound like hell, those from Wuhan, isolated on Christmas Island, were deeply appreciative.
Thanks for government. Everybody treat us very nice.
I'd rather be here in the hands of the Australian carers than probably in the middle of Wuhan.
But with elderly passengers on a ship with the biggest single spread of the disease outside of China, the next plane load to come home is a far more delicate mission. The Australian government is still waiting for clearance from the Japanese government, but when they get it, this Qantas jet will be going straight to Darwin either very late tomorrow or very early on Thursday morning. Now, we are seeing some work needing to be done, given that Italy, Canada, the United Kingdom and also Canada as well are trying to get their people off this ship. Now, unless these people do come down with the illness, Kate, all 200 Australians left on board will be coming home.
Good news. Chris, thank you for the update. And back home, Chinatown traders say business has halved since the deadly coronavirus outbreak. Business owners say customers are too fearful to visit the precinct and they're struggling to cope with the massive downturn in trade. They say the Market Plaza food court is usually packed around lunchtime, but for the last month, the number of customers has drastically reduced.
It's going down a lot, like half of our usual amount.
Live to Bryce Heaton at Chinatown now. Bryce, the Governor is paying traders a visit tomorrow.
That's right. His Excellency Hugh Van Lay will be here tomorrow speaking to shop owners and vendors about the recent downturn in customers and how they might be able to turn that around. It'll no doubt come as a morale boost to those shop vendors who've had a particularly tough few weeks.